Shout out to Money Brown, man. Earnest Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on at the fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two big dogs in this fight game. We got Gervonta Tank Davis, the killer, the gorilla out of Baltimore, the hottest fighter in the game from 140 and down, and also a 3-division world champion holding down TMT promotion. Then we have Gary Russell Jr., the longest reigning WBC champion in the game at the featherweight division. We all know Gary arguably had the fastest hands in boxing, but Tank want to let Gary Russell know, in 2022, you can get all this smoke that you've been looking for. In 2022, you can get all this smoke that you've been looking for. You understand what I'm saying? You've been playing with my name long enough, shawty. Yeah, shawty. You've been playing with my name long enough. Now, we all know Gervonta Tank Davis just came off a victory over Isaac Cruz. You know, it was a tough, hard-nosed fight. We all know Tank injured his hand, but guess what? He found a way to get it done. He found a way to get it done with no excuses. Hell of a fight. Isaac Cruz put up a hell of a fight, pushed Tank to the limit. Cruz built his profile, but Gervonta Davis stays undefeated, and he still stays the youngest, hottest fighter in the game. Like I said, at 140 and below, and he's hotter than some of these boys above at 140. You feel me? So Tank wants all the smoke. He wants all the smoke. Well, we know it's Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe that's kind of holding him back. You feel me? That's kind of holding him back. Now, Gary Russell Jr., we all know Gary, man. Gary is the short, big-headed motherfucker that's a bad motherfucker inside that square circle. You feel me? Like I say, arguably the fastest hands in boxing, right? Gary is a stand-up guy. I respect him. Gary Russell is somebody that Money Brown can hang out with outside the ring, right? I love his morals. I love the whole Gary family, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Gary Russell's father named all his sons Gary almost, just like George Foreman named all his sons Georges, and I can respect that. And they all hold something special, and they all are killers in the boxing game. Gary always talked about his little brother saying that they better than him, that they coming. And that's Gary Antoine, and that's Gary Antonio. And them boys are doing their thing, you feel me? They're doing their thing. But this one here is on this killer right here, Gervonta Tank Davis and Gary Russell. Now, people look at Tank and they feel like Tank is not fighting the top opposition out there. They feel like, you know what, Tank is one of the hottest fighters in the game. He is one of the most skillful fighters in the game. And they want to see his talent up against the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Against the best of the best. Even though Tank have fought some great fucking opponents that people don't give him credit for. You know, a 4-division world champion and Leo Santa Cruz. He beat Jose Pedraza to become a world champion. He beat Jose Cuellar, who was a former world champion. And he beat 3 undefeated fighters in a row that people don't like to give him credit for. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're going to stand today to get to tomorrow. Y'all know my motto. Now, Tank just beat Isaac Cruz. You know, tough, hard fight. No excuses. Cruz brought it to his ass. And he came out victorious. But Cruz made his name. Now, with Gary Russell, he's sitting at the featherweight division, right? Gary said he will go up to fight Terrence Crawford at 147. Did he mean it or not? You know what I mean? That's yet to be seen. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. But if you're saying you're going to go up to 147 and you're saying that you want Gervonta Tank Davis and you're still sitting at the featherweight division, well, you know, some people look at that as just talk, cap, and yap. You feel me? And not saying that Gary is capping and yapping, but some people are going to look at that way because you still sit at the featherweight division. If you really want to fight somebody, you know, you move out of that division and you go up. You go up. And we all know Gary Russell been sitting at the featherweight division for a long time now. You know, this is no knock to him. I'm not mad at him, right? You can make the Hall of Fame sitting in one division. Don't get me wrong. But if you're saying you want Gervonta Tank Davis and you want to do this to Shawty and Slim and you'll fuck Slim up and Floyd Money Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe knows it, that's why they don't put him in a ring with you, well, guess what you can do, Gary? Guess what you can do? You can put the pressure on by moving up in the division and putting yourself in position. That rhymes. I want y'all to listen to what Money Brown is saying. You can move up to another division and putting yourself in position to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You understand what I'm saying? And guess what? The fans are going to get behind it, bro. Because if you go up to the lightweight division and you become a mandatory to Tank, you think we going to say, oh, no, man, we don't want to see Gary fight Tank. I don't care about him being a mandatory. No. We going to say, oh, shit, Gary the mandatory? Oh, that's the fight that need to happen, bro. Because you in his division, ain't nowhere for him to go. But when you send that at the featherweight division, you give them wiggle room to say, well, he just talking. He clout chasing because he's not in my division. He's at the featherweight division. I'm at 135. You see what I'm saying? You give them that opportunity to say those things. But if you move up to 35, then guess what the people go say? Man, Gary Russell on Gervonta Tank Davis ass, bro. He ain't playing. He dropped his title when he moved to 135. He want that smoke. I say he want that smoke. You understand? But if you still sitting at the featherweight division, bro, talking about, oh, I'm going to do this to Shawty and I'm going to do that to Shawty, and they don't want to see me do this and they don't want to see me do that, right? It's going to look like it's just clout chasing, bro. You get them the reason to say the things that they say, whether you believe it or not, whether you tell them the truth or not. You feel me? Tank has a big fan base that fucks with Tank, Monty Brown being one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Monty Brown being one of them. And although I believe you, everybody else not going to believe you, bro. Everybody else not going to believe you. You're going to have to make that leap of blind faith and go to 135. And we all know that you can drop your title at the featherweight division and go to 135 and they still not give you the fight. But at least we know that you went there to make it happen. You understand? We know that you went there to make it happen. Like, I'm on this boy ass for real. I'm not out here playing. I'm not just out here talking. I want this boy's scalp. I want his name on my resume. I want his face on the wall. You understand? But people are going to believe you. And you will gain so many more followers. And people will say, you know what? Gary was about that life. He went to 135, bro. He vacated his title to go to 135 to fight Tank. And look what Mayweather and them doing. Look what Floyd doing. Look what Leonard Ellerbe doing. Yeah, I moved up for you, Tank. And y'all still ain't acknowledging me. Right? So right now, Tank got the right to say, well, man, Gary just talking. You know, he's jealous because I got Leo Santa Cruz before him. I knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. We both from the DMV area. He was on before me. I passed him up, and now he's jealous of me. He's jealous of me. He's jealous of my success. You feel me? The money I'm making. You dig what I'm saying? You give him the right to say that. But if you go to 135 and you telling people, no, I'm on Gervonta Tank Davis' ass, then people go say, man, Gary ain't playing, bro. You got to give Gary credit. He went up to the division, bro. He skipped 130 and went straight to 35 because of Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, what does Tank go do? Because this is the time where we all want to see Tank in the ring with the big dogs now. You understand? I love Gervonta Tank Davis to death. I'm going to ride for him until the end. Y'all know Monty Brown. Once I'm a fan, I'm a fan. I don't change up like these other dudes. I keep it real. I keep it trill. But if I see Gary Russell move to 135, I'm going to say, oh, shit, Gary ain't playing. He on Tank ass for real. You feel me? But that's what you got to do, bro, to make it look realistic and not just talk. To make it look realistic and not just talk. Now, there's rumors out there that Tank and Gary can be getting it on next year in 2022. You feel me? There's rumors that Gervonta Tank Davis and Gary Russell might be getting it on in 2022. We know around the D.C. area, right? That shit would be fireworks. Fireworks, bro. You got Tank and Gary Russell going up against each other, right? Around the DMV, where all these boys know each other. Tank used to spar with some other Russells, so they all got a background. They got history with one another, right? But I think Gary look at Tank and feel like, you know what, he spoiled my little brothers. My little brother did this, that, and that. I don't know how true that is. But, you know, he look at him like, you know what, I can handle this kid, man. This kid ain't ready for me. My boxing skills, my IQ, he ain't ready for. I'm going to outbox his little ass. I'm going to put him on his ass, and I'm going to show people that Gary Russell Jr. is a bad motherfucker and ain't to be fucked with. You know what I mean? That's how I think Gary feel right now. You know? But when y'all get inside that square circle and that bell go ding ding, we're going to see if you can back that up. Because Gervonta Tank Davis feel like he going to knock you the fuck out, Gary. He feel like he going to sleep your ass. Put your dick in the dirt, and that's going to be that. You understand? Put you down, bro. Put you down. And I want to see this fight, bro. I really do want to see this fight. You know, I just want Gary to be in the best shape. I want him to move up the right way. That way we don't get no excuses if Tank do go in there and put him out. You know? And if Gary was to beat Tank, Gary get all the credit in the world. All the credit in the world. But just on the outside looking in, bro, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis, to me, has that equalizer over Gary Russell, that power. And I see Tank knocking out Gary Russell Jr. I see Gary having success in the fight, right? And I'm going to be real. Gary might even be up on the cards at the time Tank knock him out. It's a possibility that he can be up on the cards. But I just think Gervonta Tank Davis' power, when he go red, when you piss him off, right? I think he coming to get your ass. And I don't think there's nothing that Gary can do once Tank bite down and put inside his head that you can't hurt me, right? You can't hurt me. And your power ain't going to discourage me. That I'm finna keep coming until I finish you, bro. And that's Gervonta Tank Davis mentality, bro. If you feel like you can't hurt him, he's coming forward. He's coming forward. And he's going to try to knock you the fuck out. You feel me? He's going to try to knock you the fuck out. And I think people need to look at Tank and start respecting Tank on a different level than just looking at him talking about, oh, he only cherry picking this, he only cherry picking that. Gervonta Davis possesses it all. He can box, he can bang, he got defense, he can fight going forwards, he can fight going backwards. In all reality, he's the mini Canelo Alvarez. And those are facts. He's the mini Canelo Alvarez. You dig what I'm saying? So I want to see this fight with Gervonta Tank Davis and Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell, you know, he's been screaming for this fight for a while now. You understand? I don't think Tank mind fighting this fight. You know, he just listened to his team and Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby. He don't want to disappoint them, right? But I think pretty soon Gervonta Davis will be his own boss and become GTD Promotions, just dealing with Al Heyman. You feel me? So in a minute, Tank will start telling y'all boys, call Al, and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen. You understand? This is one hell of a fight. GTD versus Gary Russell Jr. 2022. Whether it's in the beginning, the end, or the late fall, it's still going to be a hell of a fight, bro. Still going to be a hell of a fight. So all I'm going to say is this. Gary, I rock with you heavy. I respect your skills. I respect you as a man. You are somebody I feel like I can hang out with outside the ring, unlike Floyd Money Mayweather. You dig? But be careful what you wish for, because Tank is a fucking killer. So my guy Gervonta Tank Davis, it's time for you, King, to get into the ring with the big dogs. Your skill set is a badass skill set. Your power is real. Your defense is real. Your ring IQ is real. And it's time for you to, you know, push yourself to the limit to show these people that you are the real deal. Whether it's by Floyd hands or by Al Heyman hands, it's time for you to step up to the plate, Tank. Do what you got to do to prove these people wrong. Monty B is a fan for life. Good luck on your next fight. Until then, it's your boy Monty. It's the NSBC, moving everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App, TreyHunther52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.